Shit said I got a phone call and I got my damn data off. So I guess I gotta be completely in airplane mode, man. This shit is demonic. Ugh. But yeah, man, So yeah, if you send a nuke, an ICBM over here to America, that's still gonna fuck up Canada. It still will fuck up, Mexico due to all the radiation. You know, the world must stand united in rejecting Washington's belligerent foreign policy. Nabenzia said, warning that the bill is already tolling for each UN member state and the future of the organization itself. Yeah, because like if nothing is done, about this situation, all these countries are about to say, fuck the UN, fuck all that. We're gonna do what's best for us, you know. And I know China is itching, to get to Taiwan, you know, ignoring the threat posed by the US to the system of international relations would mean condoning a violation of international law as well as disregard for civilized conduct on the international stage. Russia, along with other BRICS nations, had already strongly condemned the U.S. actions. Moscow called for Maduro's immediate release and expressed solidarity with the people of Venezuela. Reactions from the West have been far more muted. EU Foreign Policy Chief Kaja Kallas urged restraint, calling for adherence to the UN Charter. So um, and then Esau was just testing the waters, literally, bombing them damn ships. And it was like, well, first it started with Israel, and the Gaza situation, and nobody really stepped up to do anything. The only time any nation stood up was Iran, and that's because Amalek attacked them, attacked them first, you know. But they've been able to have a leeway, with the Palestinians, and the international court didn't do nothing. The UN didn't do anything. So that gave Esau the green light, man. All right, then they started bombing them ships and nothing was done. So they said, okay, these niggas soft, you know, like for real. That's how you gotta, think about this shit, you know. And I knew it. That's why I said in the lesson I did before this one, you know, I had said that of them nations, that you could take, you could take them Latin American nations, man, because Jake bugged the fuck out. Jake believe in Jesus Christo, man. The Northern Kingdom woman, she want to show her ass, man. She want to act a fucking fool, you know. She want to be a damn slore, you know. So that fits into their agenda. And then it's a bunch of man. Northern Kingdom will disappoint you, bro. If you go to look at all their customs and shit, you know, not their ancient customs, but the shit they do now, man. They really allow, a lot of that mo shit, man. A lot of that sodomy, you know. So they right for the taking. If Esau promised them the right shit, oh, we'll get you some health care and we'll make sure y'all get a bunch of jobs and we'll build factories here, or we'll just make sure it's constant food lines, Northern Kingdom gonna go for that shit, man. You know, they're not standing on like I said, over there in Afghanistan, you know, Ishmael got that Ishmael already a fucking wild man. And then the Mosai put that false god, that Allah, you know, put that on their ass, you know, put that Muhammad on their ass to make them even more demonic and crazy, and get them a reason to fight, you know, all these damn idols, man, you know. But it's different when you're dealing with Northern Kingdom, man. 'Cause Northern Kingdom, the woman leads the goddamn house, the kids lead the damn house, all right, and they love Jesus Christo, man. Okay, how the fuck can you? You know, they believe their savior is a so-called white man. So what the fuck do you think gonna happen? They speaking a language that ain't even their native language, you know, which is broken Hebrew. They speaking a new language and got pride in that shit like that's their actual language, man. Ain't that crazy? You know? So yeah, man, I kind of, you know, saw that coming, man. All right. And just like that, you know, like the next day, here it is, Babylon flying in with the Black Hawks, man. You know. But that's all I had. You know, I pray this lesson's edifying and shalom.